And gentlemen, we're back once again for another episode of the weekly win streak. It's your boy TP3 Bets, joined as always by none other than What Up Bro. Here on this fine Thursday, where we have the college football playoff tonight and tomorrow. On Saturday, baby, we got NFL. Sunday, we got NFL. Monday, we got NFL. Guys, it is a great time to be alive. We got sports out the ass right now popping off. And I'm excited, man. I cannot wait to watch these games. Bro, how we doing today, my boy?
We're chilling. We're absolutely chilling. Definitely excited for the weekend, excited for football, excited for the game tonight. And literally chilling. It is fucking 15 degrees outside.
Well, I can't beat you on that, but tomorrow there's supposed to be snow and ice in Georgia, which there never is. It's 40 degrees here right now.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's supposed to drop down to 32 degrees by 7 p.m. And when I wake up tomorrow, it's supposed to be snowing all day. So that never happens here. So
see? Outside of the weather, how are you?
We're doing all right. I got hooked twice last night, so I definitely want my lick back on that one. But we'll get our lick back for sure tonight. We always do. I'm excited though, man. I mean, we got Thursday night football. I honestly thought these games were on Friday and Saturday. So the fact that I realize this game's on Thursday now makes me even more hyped up. So I'm doing good, bro. Just ready to get some money. How'd you end up doing yesterday? Didn't you smack the slate?
Yeah. Actually, yesterday I did well. 6-1, up 5.8 units. Missed a parlay, but all my straight plays cashed. It was a good day. College hoops was nice to me. I liked it. Thank you for asking.
I knew you went off yesterday. That's why I had to ask. I always ask you either way. You also want to tell the people about how you finally got a bad beat to go in your direction yesterday?
That was insane. And we did not deserve to win that game, and I'll totally take it. Yeah,
no, we deserve to win the game. Fuck that.
Okay, we'll take it. I'm with you. We did. I've been taking a lot of bad beats, and I didn't even want to watch. It was a clean block, and then they send Carabin to the line, and I was like, this is over. He's just got to make one, and this is over. Didn't make any of them. I'm telling you what, we deserved it. We got a nice little win. It was always Villanova. If they didn't win there, that would have just been another bad beat.
Hey, that's exactly what you need, bro. It's just that one game to go your direction. And then it's like the fucking Undertaker meme where he pops up out of the coffin. That's exactly what Bro was last night, guys. And then he slapped the rest of the slate going 6-1. So Bro's all the way back, baby. I got hooked twice last night on Hartenstein over rebounds. He had 11. I had 11.5. I had Kobe White over 19.5 points. He got 19. He shot 5 for 17 from the field, and he got pulled with 6 minutes to go because it was too much of a blowout. So that one stung a little bit, honestly. But you know what? We still did all right. Yes, Abdul Carter is playing tonight, Groovy Caps. You already know that, man. Abdul Carter will be in tonight. But anyway, guys, we got a great slate of games tonight and whatnot. We do have a hard stop around 5:30 as well. So let's go ahead and get into everything here. Also, just realized something.
Your ring light's not on. Yeah, you're dark in there.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why does everything look so different today? But yeah, now we're cooking, baby. All right, bro. Let's get into this slate, man, and talk about these games here tonight and what all we got. Should we still start out with the NBA just like we did last night? Barbaro's got to play today in the NBA. Why don't you bless us with it?
Yeah. So this is the eye test plus hometown knowledge plus we got lucky with an injury break that happened after I launched the play. So I don't know if you're necessarily going to get it at this number. I would take like 15. Anything 15 and below is awesome. But above like 16, maybe too much. The projection is still 17. So still good. But we got Max Struss over 14.5 PRA. 8 out of the last 15, 5 out of the last 10, 4 out of the last 5, 2 of 3 head-to-head. The Raptors don't play like a defense. His usage has gone up every single game since he's come back from his ankle injury, and his minutes have gone up incrementally in each of those games as well. It just means he's going to score. I think he's been shooting the ball well. He shot, I think, 5 for 6 yesterday from 3, which is really, really good. Obviously, 83% from the three-point line. He'll take that. But also, one of the biggest reasons I took this play is I've been a Max Struss hater. last year in JB's offense, all he did was stand around. He never moved around. He just stood at the 3-point line and clapped his hands. The whole possession, that's all he did. Last night, he ran off-ball screens. He was setting screens. He was facilitating the offense. He is actually running pick and rolls with Mobley and Jared Allen, facilitating it as a 1B point guard. That is what I want to see. Max Struss, over 14.5 PRAs. Donovan Mitchell's out as well. So it just makes this an amazing play. I think they're going to lean on him a little bit more, allow this to kind of be a game where he gets his feet under him and really goes off. T, that's what I got in the NBA. I don't know what you have to say about that. You're usually the NBA guy, so give a little opinion, but then truly bless the people what they really came here for, which is the TP3 NBA lock of the day.
Yeah, I do like that play, I will say. I think it's a pretty solid one. I have a play on a side in that game that I think will definitely cash as well. Got a little CLV on it as well, so I can eat a CLV sandwich and just fucking hope it hits, man. So we'll see what happens. But I do like that play for sure. I think Struss should. And I know he was injured at the beginning of the season, but he seems like he's been back and been a little bit more part of the offense, and the Raptors defense is trash. So probably a good play there by Bro. Yeah, for the NBA guys, for me tonight, we are going to go with, let's go with my favorite side of the night tonight. I will take the Miami Heat -5.5 tonight at the Utah Jazz. Now, look, I hate betting road chalk like this. I think this is like the chalkiest bet ever. This seems way too easy, and I think it's going to be. The Heat just lost on Saturday night by 136-101 to the Jazz. They lost by 35 points to the Jazz. I'm a believer in the NBA, in the NFL, that when you're a group of professionals and you get your ass handed to you like that, even in the MLB, when you lose by like 15 runs, and you're a group of professionals and you get your ass handed to you like that, you have to step it up a notch. And I think that's what the Heat will do in this game. And if you look at the Jazz's lineup, it's a skeleton crew. They don't have Bryce Sensabaugh. They don't have John Collins. They don't have Jordan Clarkson. They don't have another one of their starting guards as well. I mean, Isaiah Collier's in their starting lineup tonight. That tells you enough right there about what form this Jazz team's in right now. It's basically Sexton, Markkanen, and then the scrubs. So I think personally the Heat should run them off the floor in this game. The Heat have actually been playing better basketball since they suspended Jimmy Butler and kind of were like, all right, bro, you're out of here. Like, shut up. Leave us alone. So I like the Heat a lot in this game. 5.5 points. We'll take it. What do you think about that one?
The only way you could play it is the Heat. I totally agree. And the line doesn't really make sense either. If they just got blown out, you would think this line would be a little shorter, right?
I mean, it is pretty short considering who all's out for the Jazz,
Well, I mean, still. Well, hold on. The Heat are favored, correct?
Yeah, -5.5.
Correct. Right. I would I see that, and I see that as a glaring sign that Vegas they have confidence in the Heat to bounce back, even though they got their shit kicked in by 30 points. We're on the same page. Yeah, 100%. I was just saying, hey, this team just got beat by 30 points. How are they favored by 5.5?
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I mean, the Heat will probably be pretty public, but I'm going to take them here. And y'all know me, I don't bet a ton of sides in the NBA. So with that being said, I got a player prop for y'all tonight. And we're going to go back to him because last time I gave it out, he had a buzzer beater from 50 feet away. Nice Trey the gang, baby. Give me Trae Young over 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I mean, the Suns are broken right now. I think that's the best way to put it. They just lost to the Hornets, who have 8 wins now on the campaign this year. The Hornets have been downright terrible, and the Suns have too. I thought the Suns would be one of the better teams in the league this year. I thought they had really figured things out at the end of the year, and they really haven't. And this team is in shambles right now. Sure, the Hawks don't have Jalen Johnson. Sure, they don't have Bogdanovich, who's now questionable, probably will be out if he was added to questionable this late in the day. I don't really think it matters. Trae Young's going to take over. He's going to get 12 assists. He's going to score 20-plus points. He's going to get some rebounds here. I think Trae Young is going to give him a nice 25, 15, and 5 game. And I think we're going to soar over the total here of his PRA. So I like Trae Young in this game to have a big game. The Suns have been getting eaten up by guards. Look at what LaMelo Ball did to him. I think LaMelo Ball had a 50 PRA outing against him in the last game. Thoughts and prayers out to everyone in LA, but I'm sad that game got canceled because I loved LaMelo Ball PRA against the Lakers. Lakers been getting destroyed by point guards. So, yeah, we like Trae Young tonight.
Yeah, I like that play a lot. Trey's been balling. Trey's been absolutely balling. We said this a couple of days ago, but he looks a lot healthier. And absolutely, prayers out to the people on the West Coast. Terrible, terrible. I mean, that's some apocalyptic shit going on there. That is terrible to see people's houses and livelihoods being quite literally burned before their eyes. Prayers and thoughts out to the West Coast. I also kind of like the Hornets +9, and I was definitely thinking about launching. The Lakers are not it this year, but I like the Trey play, especially if Bogdy's not playing. Like, he's going to have to facilitate. He's going to be the scorer. He's going to be all the scoring. No Jalen, no Bogdan. Who else can score on there on the Hawks? That's it.
Yeah, but like the thing is, he's got the shooters who get his assists with Veet and with what's his face, Garrison Matthews.
Yeah.
Dyson Daniels will hit him on some cuts. He's gonna throw oops to the big men. But yeah, Trey's gonna be the primary. I mean, Trey's gonna shoot the ball 20 times tonight, and he's gonna get to the free throw line.
Yeah, I feel like this could be a 40 piece for Trey. Straight up. We might get your PRA just through points alone.
Shit, I would love to watch Trey put up a 40 piece. I'm definitely pulling out my side TV to watch this game for sure. So we'll definitely be watching this one tonight.
Oh yeah. I love that you have a backup TV like I do. I'll have the room in my TV, and if there's something like huge on, or the TV in my room, there's something huge on, bring it out to the living room. Got to get it locked and loaded. Love it.
Yeah, no, I usually only watch one basketball game at once, and we'll just flip the channel over to the other games. But for once it's like March Madness time, obviously, like conference championships and stuff, I'll break out the second TV just because there's too many games on. But football, I always have 2 TVs out for sure.
Hell yeah. Good shit, B Custom. I'm glad we cashed, man. Glad we cashed. Let's go. T, what do we got? We got college hoops. We got NFL. College football. I'll go ahead and just drop a little bit of knowledge in college hoops. One quick play, and then we'll go right to the college football playoff game between Penn State and Notre Dame. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people are on Ohio State today, and I don't see it. That's not the play. But me being an Ohio State guy, I don't think that's a trap line. And seeing the line move in Ohio State's favor, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't like it. And also, the Purdue-Rutgers game, I wanted to go Rutgers, but I just don't know if Dylan Harper's healthy. Like, he's sick. He barely played in the game the other day against Wisconsin. So I would stay off that game if I were you. But the play of the day is Michigan State -14. This is against a Washington Husky team, newly integrated to the Big Ten. And they are not ready for this. They are not ready for Tom Izzo and these boys. Michigan State's 38th in adjusted offensive efficiency, 24th in defensive efficiency, 34th in general net defensive rating, 19th in offensive rebound, and 17th in defensive rebounding. Washington's outside the top 175 in both offensive and defensive rebounding. They do not shoot the ball well from the field. They don't play defense. More or less, this is something that this is going to be a blowout. When you see these large in-conference games with large spreads like this, it's meant to scare you. I love them. I think it's Vegas just telling you, hey, it's going to be a blowout. You're scared of this number? Fine, be scared. Or have some stones and fucking pay up, and that's what we're doing. Michigan State is 9-5 against the spread, 3-0 against the spread against the Big Ten. Washington's 8-7 ATS, but they're only 1-2 against top 75 schools. So against the spread. They've only played 2 true road games. They lost both of them by 9 and by 11 to Nevada and some other dog shit school. I can't remember off the top of my head, but really like Michigan State here. 14 should be no problem.
Don't sleep on my boy, Great Osabor.
Great Osabor?
Yeah, he's on Washington.
Is he really?
He was on Utah State last year. Now I'm fucking around. That's all I know about the game is just that he's on Washington.
No shit. No, he's a beast, though.
Yeah, he is. Nah, I cashed a lot with Utah State last year, so I fuck with him. But yeah, that's about it for that game for me. But yeah, I think Bro's probably right.
But yeah. Great Osabor, legend, great name. If you have a name, great, you have to be great. You must be great. Speaking of great, we have a great matchup in college football. Talk about a fucking segue. Penn State and Notre Dame, guys. I don't know if TP3 does, but I have an official play on the total. and that's going to stay over in the VIP on SoBet. T, I want your play, but also just want to know if you have a lean on the total that you may be able to give to people, because I can't give a lean because I have something so strong. But what do you got for us? Lean and then official play in the college football playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, guys, Riley Leonard can't throw the football. We've seen it year in and year out. This guy is scared to throw the football. He's going to run the ball, which only means more towards the under here in this game. Notre Dame is a run team. They don't pass the football. Penn State is the 80th ranked, or is the 8th ranked run defense in the league. They're giving up like 80 rush yards per game on the ground. I think Notre Dame's really going to struggle to move the football. I think they're going to play super conservative. I mean, their best wide receiver is a lacrosse player. And you look at Penn State as well. What do they want to do? They want to run the football with Singleton and Katron Allen. So I think this game is going to be what run. We have two elite defenses. Notre Dame secondary clearly flies around and makes plays. I mean, I will never bet an under this low in college football because these are college teams and you've seen all the crap that can happen and stuff. But I don't see how this game goes over the total. I really don't. I think the final score of this game, I think this game's going to look a lot like UGA Notre Dame did, and whoever makes the mistake will lose this game. And with all that being said, I like Penn State in this game. I think Penn State's run defense is a massive edge here. I have no confidence whatsoever in Notre Dame to be able to pass the football here, and I think Penn State has the playmakers they need. I think they have better wide receivers, best tight end in college football, and they have the run game, and Drew Aller can use his legs too. I think while Penn State might not be pretty, I think they can get it done. This is a really bad matchup for Notre Dame. This run defense is much better than Georgia's is. Georgia's kind of got pushed around up front, man, in some of these games. And Penn State's not going to let that happen. They're going to come out here and pound them into the ground. This is Big Ten style football. I truly think this is, I mean, with the way college football is now, I think this plays out better for a team like Penn State who usually couldn't get over the hump. So I think Penn State is going to win this game. I'll take them plus 1.5 points. It's actually not a bad line for a game that's going to be this low and probably going to come down to a field goal at the end. So I like the Nittany Lions here. I think it's going to be a gross game, but yeah, the under is a lean. Penn State's official for me. Give me the Nittany Lions, baby.
Okay. Love you to death, brother. I couldn't disagree with you more, I don't think. And that's okay. That's okay. I feel like Georgia's defense is great. Is phenomenal. And they were put in tough spots, and they were still able to hold Notre Dame. I think that's just as much a sign that Georgia's defense is very good that it is that maybe Notre Dame can't score. I am going to tell you guys here and now, Notre Dame is not good, okay? They're not. But Penn State is not good more. Does that make sense to you? Basically, what I'm trying to say, I don't understand how Penn State is getting praised for their rush defense. I think it's a statistical anomaly. They gave up over 200 rushing yards to USC, who's terrible at running the ball. They got ran all over by Minnesota. They almost lost to Minnesota 1-1. They got ran all over by Bowling Green, and without a terrible pass interference call, they lose to Bowling Green at home to Bowling Green, just like Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois at home. So I would just say, hold on. We got Little Game James, 5-13 ATS versus top 5. Marcus Freeman, 10-2 ATS versus ranked opponents. And then a couple of things that have nothing to do with stats or sports, but facts. 1, I absolutely love that Notre Dame is a God-loving, God-praising team. Every interview, top to bottom, from the coach to the kicker to the quarterback to every single person that I've ever seen interviewed from this team, praises God before they answer any questions about themselves. There is something to be said about a team that believes, about people that believe in themselves, people that believe in each other, and people that believe in God. You put that all together, it's very powerful, and I like it. Secondly, I think you have to understand that this is still a business. And from a marketing standpoint, Penn State winning could be a potential disaster. Because right now, Ohio State is the betting favorite to beat Texas. And I think anybody that has 2 eyes is going to take Ohio State tomorrow. And Ohio State, Penn State in the national championship is bad news for marketing. You're basically isolating an entire college football market and quarantining them away from the national championship and giving it to just the Big Ten fans. That's basically what it is. Ohio State has big enough national following. So does Texas, to be honest with you. A big enough national following around the country to where they'll get the views and the eyes on the game. Notre Dame is America's team. They got to make money. Notre Dame's America's team. They have the most fans in each state out of all college football. I saw it on some fucking map today. It's true. I mean, you see it on the internet. It's got to be. No, I'm just kidding on that, but I did see it. I just think from a marketing standpoint, Penn State, Ohio State would be an absolute disaster. So, and I don't see Penn State, Texas. So what I see is Penn State, Notre Dame money line.
Yeah, I mean, look.
It was fair. I know
Notre Dame is a great defense. I'm really worried about that offense, man. They did nothing on offense in that game against Georgia. They had one drive basically where they killed the clock, and that was it. Georgia moved the ball on them the whole game. If Georgia didn't turn the ball over, they probably would have won that game 10-9.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but I also will say Penn State played Washington, and in the second half of that game, Washington brought out a running quarterback, and in one half, that dude had 40 yards rushing against Penn State. Now, it may be a little bit different because Penn State has some time to prepare for Leonard, but they've been shown that they can get gashed by the QB run. I trust Marcus Freeman in this defense, man. We can agree to disagree. I know you hate it. I saw you were on Penn State, and I was like, damn it, man. Damn it.
Dude, I just really don't think Notre Dame's going to be able to move the ball. I mean, bro, this offense is downright terrible. They played a horrible schedule. They got to play Georgia, the backup quarterback who sold the game for them. They don't take that kickoff back for a touchdown even. We might have had a different game there. I do not buy this Notre Dame team at all, bro. I think they're horrible. So I have to go with Penn State here. Like, I just think college football this year, the teams are more even, plays a little bit better into the hands of a team like Notre Dame. Notre Dame's in the SEC, though. They lose at least 3 games.
That's fair. And I agree with that for sure. I guess my only question for you is, what do you value more then? Penn State's victories over SMU and Boise, or Notre Dame's victory over Georgia with an SEC defense? And who did Notre Dame play in the first round? Did they play anyone?
I don't think Georgia's defense that good, to be honest with you, bro. That's like one of the worst defenses Georgia's had, in my opinion.
The Big Ten line was still solid.
They're okay. I wouldn't say they're solid. I mean, they couldn't do damn thing against Ole Miss in that game. Ole Miss had their way with them. I mean, dude, I just like when I look at these teams. I mean, don't get me wrong. Penn State really doesn't have a great win either, honestly. Like, Penn State really doesn't have a crazy good win either. I just think that what I saw from Penn State in that Oregon game is they could get up and play with an elite offense and they could play how they need to. I'm yet to see that from Notre Dame. And I mean, Notre Dame really hasn't had to face like a crazy explosive offense like that. Like, they played all the joke teams in the ACC. I mean, USC moved the ball up and down the field on them and should have covered in that game, you know? And I will say one thing about USC against Penn State. USC had like an end-around play that ran for like an 80-yard touchdown to start the game. So that did definitely botch the numbers a little bit. But, you know, like, dude, I just don't think Notre Dame's like, I think that Notre Dame and Penn State are similar teams. I think Penn State just has a better offense that has more of an ability to throw the football. I mean, it's going to come down to if you can stop Riley Leonard. If you can make him become a passer in this game, the game's over.
Yeah, I think you're 100%. I will 100% agree with you there. I think the two heads of the snakes are making Riley Leonard be a passer for Penn State and pressuring Drew Aller for Notre Dame, because Drew Aller has done a phenomenal job of taking care of the ball when he's not pressured. He has one of the best turnover rates in the Big Ten, one of the best turnover rates in the country, except for when he's under pressure. He has a tendency to have those turnovers like he did as they were driving against Ohio State. It's going to be who makes the mistake. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I'll tell you this, because we're on opposite sides here. None of you fucking knuckleheads start commenting on our shit until the game's over, okay? Because this one's going to be back and forth. There's going to be some crazy shit going on. I don't need any of this hindsight hero bullshit until the game's over.
I'm dead. All right, that's all I got for the game tonight. I mean, I would say take Riley Leonard over rushing. It's the easiest prop ever, but in college football, you lose yards for sacks. So I would just keep that in mind. I still think it probably hits though, but I would not touch that. But yeah, that's all I got, man, for this game. I'm excited, ready to watch it tomorrow. We'll run through the other game, do some NBA, college basketball as well. Then Saturday morning, we'll get on here, run down some NFL, and that's about it.
Swerve in the corner, whoa, whoa.
Put the Jello on, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys, we can't thank you enough for tuning in. Another great day with the weekly win streak. Another day where we're going to cash out. Another day where you need to make sure you're following us, that you are subscribed on YouTube, that you have notifications turned on. And if you're not over on SoBet, you're not cashing. Also, the Locker Room Discord has now over 150 members. There is a lot of things happening with affiliate deals, with Underdog, and with Better, with a lot of cool stuff happening. You need to get over there. A lot of great stuff. T, do you have anything else for the people as I have somebody pounding on my fucking wall?
Hey, you hear it, man. Dogs are barking. It was always the Nittany Lions.